Hello and welcome to episode 6 of Random World Thing 9. It's still random, still a world, still very much so a thing. Here's what's on today's perfectly normal to-do list. First thing we've got to do is finish the hill climb course, because nothing says peaceful day like launching race cars up a mountain at unsafe speeds. Next, I need to reinstate the majestic statue of myself, the one built back in episode 3 before it was unceremoniously evicted by a full-size Georgian battleship. Then, I need to build this epic fort, the very same one teased in the title and thumbnail. No, it's not clickbait. Probably. It will have towers, little houses, and definitely some questionable design choices. But first things first, I need ice. Why? Because everything great starts with a mysterious trip to get ice. Let's go! I have gathered a bunch of ice. And I don't think I said it, but it should have been pretty obvious. It's for the road, or the hill climb here. So all the way along here, around here, up here, around here, loop, and to there. Don't know if I'm extending it or not. I've got 3 double chests worth of ice. So I'm going to try and fill in as much as possible. So without further ado, I'll start filling it in. Here we go. Okay, so as you have seen, the hill climb is now done. So all the way along there, boosh. Except from the fact that it doesn't really flow particularly well when it's a hill climb. So it's actually going to have to be a downhill scramble. Let's call it that, the downhill scramble. So let's do a. Oh, you can't even call it a lap, but let's do a. Let's do a downhill scramble. Let's go. And there you go. That is it. I might actually extend it. This seemed quite quick to do, and if I was, I'd extend it this way. But yeah, what are we doing next? Well, I want to rebuild the statue of me, as I said at the start of the video, and I want to build it right here. I was kind of wanting to build it on this mountain. I didn't know where, but here seems like the perfect spot. So there are 2 things that need to be done. Number 1 is I need to clear the area. And secondly, what I need to do is transport the goods. And thirdly, what I need to do is build the statue of myself here. And there we go, that is me rebuilt. Quite menacing, really. It's pretty cool, to be fair. I am just emerging from the trees. Maybe I'll leave the trees there, actually. But yeah, right, now what needs to be done is the fort. So let's head over to the location and I'll walk you through what is going to happen. Alright, so when it comes to building this fort, as you can probably see in the thumbnail, unless you've forgotten what that looked like. So my plans are to have a gradient, right? Starting with black stone. So I know where I can get that, as I built a little surrounding building around a farm where I can get that from. And then that will go into deep slate and then into stone. It will start all the way down here. And then it'll come all the way up to here. A decent chunk of this hill needs, this mountain needs to go. I mean, these trees need to go. I need to get a bit of grass, put that in, and then the walls extend to about here. So it's moderate size. So it's like it's about all of this area here. That's pretty much what it is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna gather the resources. So I'm gonna get blackstone from the farm that I did. I'm then gonna get deep slate. I'm then going to get a bunch of stone. And finally, I'm going to get some bricks and other stuff like that, just the miscellaneous stuff. Well, as I've now got all the resources, as you just saw, I am going to now start prepping the land. Let's go! Okay, so as you can see, the land is, as I said, prepped. Now what needs to be done next is I need to build the fort. Now the fort goes quite low down, so there's going to be like a turret here, which is why the grass is like that, and it goes down to like all the way down there. It's quite a lot, right? So I'm going to start right at the bottom and then probably go layer by layer up until I connect up here. So yeah, as you can tell, this is like the courtyard area of the fort, so there's going to be walls surrounding this entire bit. But yeah, so without further ado, let's start at the bottom and start going up, and I'll speak to you at a certain point. Don't know what point. Let's go. Okay, so as you can see, I have done that much. So I stopped there because it's basically at the height of the top of the mountain. So then the next bit I can do in one go as well. But yeah, that took quite a while. Don't know how long, can't remember. But yeah, so next all it needs to be is just a bunch of stone, pretty much, just on top. So I'm going to do that next, and then we can probably do all the sort of other bits like decorations, because there's like buildings and stuff on the inside on top of that grass there, as well as I need to build like a staircase down to there, because otherwise how are you getting there? Also I got a bunch of wood from the ship here. So yeah, let's get cracking. Alright, so I have now done all the stone stuff. So all the walls and everything are now in place. All the walls, all the turrets, all the roofs, all the cannons, they're all done. Now what needs to be put in place is decorations as such. So I'm going to need to put like a staircase, wooden staircase there, so you can get from there to there. As well as I want to put some buildings on the inside here, as well as just some miscellaneous stuff like lampposts and trees and other stuff. And then it should be done. Let's start doing that. So we're going to start with this staircase here, and then we'll move on to stuff on the infield, if that's what it's called. So yeah, let's get cracking. Okay, so I put in the frames for all the buildings on the infield. I don't actually know what to call this. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 buildings, and then that is something else which I'll do in the next section. So let's get all these buildings done, and then we can move on to decorations for the place. Let's get cracking. Right, so the houses are now built, as you can see here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So what needs to be done? Well, I need to put in all the decorations around this place. So that means I want to put in trees, grass, lampposts, just like barrels and stuff around the place. As well as I want to put in the hangman right there. And then we can call this done. So let's just start with just decorating this place. Then I'll see you when it's done. Let's get cracking. Alrighty, and that is it. Done. I'm really quite happy with how this has turned out, I'll be honest. I think it looks quite cool. The fact that it's the jungle's carried on it. I'm sad that it's not actually a jungle biome. Like, it's not big and it's not very green and luscious. It's quite bland because it's near the seaside. But I still think it looks really quite cool, and I've followed my plan quite well on building a sort of like a colonial fort. So, that's it. And I'll see you in episode number 7. Goodbye.